Show you what's happening right now. So here's what's happening. So we're preparing to go live streaming.
Oh.
You ready? You ready for this?
I don't know this can be done in Zoom, coach. This is cool.
There. Good, great. Uh-huh. So there. We're now live. All right. So yeah. This is amazing. So let's start. Hi, Carl. Welcome to Tech Nights Robotics. All right. This is our trial session for VEXcode VR. All right. So mute this for now. So I'll just go ahead, continue as if I'm not recording live. All right. So if you're watching this video, this is actually Coach James speaking and providing you a trial session for VEXcode VR. So welcome to one of our learning tracks here in Tech Nights Robotics. I have with me Coach Faith, all right, joining on this session, all right, with our friend, our new student for VEXcode VR, who is actually Carl. You want to say hi to everybody, Carl, if you want. All right, again,
Hello.
I'm James Ryan Duque. I'm the founder and program director for Tech Nights Robotics. So I was a graduate of Philippine Normal University with Bachelor of Science in Biology for Teachers as my degree. And I have been with the Department of Education for 10 years, teaching both in private and public schools. All right, I was also part of IBM on hardware and software system installations. I was also a game advocate of Zynga back then. But now I'm actually doing all that I'm doing right now under Tech Nights Robotics, and I'm certified to teach VEX Robotics, all right, and VEXcode VR as well, all right? So, just reminders for today. I'm gonna ask you guys to rename. So I've seen Carl already have renamed himself into his complete name. Good job, Carl. The moderator or Coach Faith will be setting everyone's audio for or on mute as we have our session proper. And if you have any questions while we're having our session, I'm gonna give you time later after our discussion, all right? So session overview, we'll be having 90 minutes of presentation, Q&A, walkthrough, ungraded challenges, and hopefully hands-on activities that you can do on your end, all right? If you have any inquiries, you can check out our technightsrobotics.com and all our social media accounts, all right? So what is Tech Nights and what are we doing exactly? Tech Nights Robotics is birthed from an idea that is actually aiming to inspire the next generation for through understanding robotics. So Tech Nights Robotics aims to provide our learners with multiple ways of enhancing and training their 21st century core skills through exploration and application of STEM concepts acquired in any given learning environment. We firmly believe that educational robotics and computer science are two of the best approaches in teaching STEM principles and having it applied in a future-ready means such as designing, building, and programming, bringing depth, complexities, and diversities to your problem-solving skills, cognitive flexibility, computational thinking, critical thinking, emotional intelligence, creativity, innovation, time management, leadership, collaboration, and many more. So those are the 21st century core skills. We actually call it right now as life skills that you actually need in life to be enhanced and fully trained before you go to your career world. All right. So what are we talking about? What I'm talking about a while ago, which is one of our learning tracks. All right. We have here 3 learning tracks enumerated down here. All right. We have here VEX Robotics, which is our on-site training for designing, building, and programming robots. And also, we have VEXcode VR, which you are part of right now, our trial session for VEXcode VR. It is actually learning how to program and manipulate virtual robot, which allows you to enhance your computer science skills. All right. So we also have Learn to Code, which is our foundational class for learning block-based programming. Under the hood, it is actually JavaScript. While VEXcode VR is actually under the hood is actually Python. So it's going to be an amazing, amazing journey for you to start with. All right. So what's new? This is actually VEXcode VR launched back before or during ECQ. Actually, it was launched back on April 3, if I'm not mistaken. Am I right, Coach Faith? So VEXcode VR is
That's
one of the
right,
new
Coach.
learning tracks of TechNet's robotics, as was launched by VEX Robotics, all right, and REC Foundation, Robotics Education and Competition Foundation. That's their company who actually launched this VEXcode VR, all right. So I have with me Coach Faith, all right, Angelica Faith Gabiola, one of our amazing coach. She's actually a special science teacher. She's actually our resident physicist on this class, all right, and she'll be able to contribute a lot. She's a DOST scholar, and also a graduate from our alma mater, Philippine Normal University, and we've been actually having our certification for VEX robotics for both IQ and D5, and now we're also taking VEXcode VR certification so that we will have that much confidence. Also, we will be able to reinforce on how we will implement education robotics and computer science to our students, all right? So let's start with what we have today, all right? VEXcode VR is a web-based tool that allows you to program a robot without having to use a physical robot. It allows you also to explore different virtual playgrounds with your virtual robot, all right? So this is how it looks like. So how will you be able to, or why are we actually using VEXcode VR? Number one, all right, it is a developing coding solutions with a robot that provides a relevant context for engaging students in computer science, all right? It is also having a robot with sensors and the physics concepts, all right, or the science and mathematic concepts that is actually integrated to a computer science learning, all right, is being applied, all right? Virtual playgrounds help to Virtual playgrounds help to contextualize STEM learning and authentic student inquiry. All right. Also, activities provided on our session are structured and an approachable learning or STEM learning experience. VEXcode VR knowledge and principles translate directly to VEX 123, Go, IQ, and V5, because VEXcode VR is actually the one who made this one is actually the have partnership with the one who made VEXcode application software, which is actually a Scratch base. So it's just the same interface, all right, for the block programming. So what are the VEXcode VR features? Number one, it is web-based, all right. Again, as I told you, it is actually using a VEXcode interface, software application that we're actually using to program a physical robot. We also have virtual robots that is actually pre-built using a lot of sensors and manipulatory additional gadgets, all right, such as pen and electromagnet. All right, we also have virtual playground. There are 10 different 3D playgrounds that you can choose from, and there are features for that. All right, so how will you be able to make sure that you can actually launch VEXcode VR? You have to make sure that your browsers are supported browsers for VEXcode VR. If you're using Windows computer, you can use Microsoft Edge Chromium version only. You can also use Google Chrome and Mozilla Firefox. For this class, I'll be using Google Chrome because that's my default browser and I find it user-friendly, all right? So for if you're using a Mac computer, all right, you can use Apple Safari, Google Chrome, or Mozilla Firefox, all right? If you're using an iPhone, you can use Apple Safari or Google Chrome. If you're using Android or Chrome OS, you can use Google Chrome. Now, again, you have to make sure if you're using Microsoft Edge, you have to update it to a Chromium version. All right, so you can launch VEXcode VR. All right, so how will you be able to launch VEXcode VR? You can just key in, all right, from your, so you just key in from your address or URL box, vr.vex.com, and there you will have it. All right, so I'm gonna relaunch it so Carl will be able to see it. So it will just refresh its page, and this is how it looked like, how it will look like in the beginning, right? So you can try on your end, Carl, if you want. There. All right, so let me give you now a tour or a walkthrough of what VEXcode VR is all about. So I'm gonna get started, teach you all this on this tour, all right? Hopefully we can finish everything. All right, again, if you're watching from YouTube, all right, if you have any questions, channel, you can watch our concept connections. All right, that is actually we have our own playlist for our concept connections. Concept connections or con videos are about how will you be able to use your STEM concepts applied in educational robotics. All right, so Coach Faith is actually heading or leading, spearheading that con videos. All right, I'm doing what's new and some other videos for our channel. All right, for now we have a lot of things doing and going. So we have online courses. All right, again, if you haven't checked our online courses yet, you can check out our www.technexrobotics.com. You can click on the courses. All right, we have on-site and online courses. All right, just check on online courses because that's what's available right now at the moment, because we're following the protocols of the government, which is regarding about our community quarantine. So that's a reminder for everyone. Keep or always wash your hands. All right, make sure you wear your face mask. All right, whenever you go out, and of course bring your community quarantine pass along with you. All right. Woo! That's amazing. So let me go through with our VEXcode VR. So on window, all right, on your browser window, you will be able to see this one. So I'm gonna go ahead, separate this from my browser. All right. So I have here your VEXcode VR interface. All right, web-based interface. All right. So we have here your title bar, all right, or your toolbar or your file bar, all right. You can see here all the tools that you'll be able to use. So you can see here the logo. You can actually have your multiple languages. There are already what? 8 languages available for you to choose from. So if you're watching from different countries, you can actually choose from any of this one right here. But for now, we'll be using English because that's what we can actually use so we can understand it better. When you click on the file button, all right, you can see most options you can use, or you can have new blocks project. So the one I have is a new blocks project, or you can check out our VEXcode VR Python. All right, so this is how it looks like. That's a Python. All right, if you haven't had any introduction about Python, maybe we're gonna launch a session for just Python only and let you maybe study VEXcode VR using Python. All right, so I'm gonna go back first on our new blocks project using Scratch base blocks programming language. All right, so we have here load from your device if you wanna use previous program that you've saved already. All right, so just remember, organizing things whenever you use computer is a fundamental knowledge that you need to know. All right, that's for everyone who's watching. All right, you have to make sure when you're using a computer, you want to be as organized as possible. You want to remember where you put or where you save the file you actually save from your apps. All right, or from your browser or from your softwares. All right. So open examples, when you click on open examples, you'll be able to watch, or you'll be able to see different examples of codes, all right, scripts, all right, of these codes that is actually filtered, or should I say categorized into different topics. So you have the entire thing. You have just for the drivetrain, for the looks, for the control, for the sensing, for the operators, and for the variables, right? So that's for the open samples. And if you want to save something to your device, again, organization of your files is very important. Naming your files, creating file folders, all right, is very, very important. And it makes things easier if you'll be pulling out some saved files from your device. All right, about basically an info of what VEXcode VR is all about. All right, it was recently created, so you have acknowledgement and privacy policy there. If you want to read on it, go just check it out. So we also have tutorial videos. If you click on the word tutorial there, we have a lot of tutorial videos available for you to watch with an audio. All right, this is actually helpful whenever you are getting started on VEXcode VR. So we also have lists of activities that you can choose from if you want to go in depth of your training on VEXcode VR. So again, if you haven't seen our website yet, and if you have any questions while watching this, you can please send us a message via our website. We have www.technightsrobotics.com. Check that out. You can just send us via messenger. We have a button right there. So maybe I can show you where TechNights is. So you can just key in on your URL box, technightsrobotics.com. So it will show you our website. This is how it looks like. And you'll be able to check, all right, our courses available moving forward. All right, our Facebook and IG accounts are both active accounts. All right, so if you want to inspire the future through building robots, if you want to understand more about computer science, all right, this is what we have. All right, so we have our online courses. You may want to check this out. So down the screen, you can see that icon for Messenger. You can send us directly a message, and we'll be able to answer you back whenever we're free. All right, so that's TechNights Robotics. All right, so we'll just wait for the loading time. All right, so going back to this one, the one in the middle, Carl, and everyone who's watching, is actually whenever you want to rename your project according to your choice. All right, so you can go ahead, rename your project. Playground, whenever you click this one, it will launch another window, which is what we call as the playground window, where you can see your virtual playground or your virtual environment for the robot. All right, so we have a lot of options to choose from. We have 10 options. All right, so it's loading as well. So everything is loading right now. So do you want to share anything, Coach Faith? Maybe you may want to comment on something or correct anything. All right, so I have here 10 different playgrounds, virtual playgrounds available. You can expand it, you can hide on it. So let me focus first on this playground before I continue on other buttons right there. All right, maybe you can just take a look. When you press start, it will run your program. When you go for a step, it will run your program one block at a time. If you want to stop the program, just click on stop. If you want to share it, all right, as a file, you can also click on that one. And if you've checked out that there are errors, all right, on the operations and the functions of VEXcode VR, you can send Vex Robotics a feedback on what's going on. All right, so to again show you the window for the playground. All right, are you still with me, Coach Faith? Everything's okay?
Yes, coach.
All right, so all right, there's a delay on your voice towards me. All right, but anyway, what I can see here right now is actually what we call as the playground window, where you have an option on its So the activities right here is also the same activities available right here. So when you click the activities, all right, same link, all right, it will lead you to different activities that you can choose from. We also have getting started articles for you to choose from. We also have teachers resources if you're a teacher. We also have basketball drill, or all these activities are actually available for you to explore and discover, all right, as you progress in your educational robotics learning journey. All right, so that's a lot to choose from. All right, if you join our in-depth session about this VEXcode VR, you can actually see that on one of our. If you have any question, you can also check our online courses again on our website. All right, so let me show you. Nice. All right, so let me show you. So these are our online courses. So we have VEXcode VR, and of course we have Learn to Code. So Learn to Code is good for as young as 5-year-old actually. 5 years old, you can actually join our Learn to Code. And for VEXcode VR, as young as 7 years old, you can actually join VEXcode VR. So friends and cousins or family friends, all right, Carl, you can ask them to join our session. When you click on Learn More, you'll be able to see what's going on our learning tracks, all right? So, yep. So let me go back now. You can see here an option. So that's a close option. If you want to close it, you can again shrink it or expand it. All right. You can also hide it while you're doing the program on the workspace. All right. All above here are information about your robot, which is your dashboard. All right. Same way dashboard is being used on a car. All right. It tells you something. It tells you how far have you been, or it tells you also the fuel gauge, your speedometer, how fast your torque. All right, for this one, we have heading, rotation, front eye camera. We have down eye camera, location in terms of coordinate system. We have location angle, bumper, and distance. All right, we also have here an option if you want to see the dashboard view. All right, so you just click on that one, or maybe unsee this one. Or if you're aiming for a top view, which is actually a default on using VEXcode VR, we have it like this, all right? And the last one is actually chase cam, all right? If you want to have a 3D view on what's going on in your virtual playground, all right? So that's chase cam. Okay, so that's your playground. I'm gonna hide here, hide first this playground window. So let me show you the workspace where you can see what we call as the hat block. The hat block is always the top of the program where it allows you to stack series of block programs or blocks or stack blocks that is actually connected on that particular end, all right? It has only one connection. So for example, drive forward with this one, all right? So this is a programming block. So our programming blocks are actually grouped into different functions. So we have drivetrain, magnet, looks, control, sensing, operators, variables, my blocks, comments, all right? So we have status block, all right? We also have Boolean blocks. It tells you a story, all right? We also have info blocks that you can choose from, all right? So whenever you see this down arrow key, you can actually choose, all right? So to see if how functional drive forward for 200 mm is about, you can just click on play. So did you see that? Was it clear, Coach Faith?
Yes, coach, it's clear.
So this is just a preview of what we're doing here on our trial session. I'm gonna end our YouTube live streaming right now. So if you have any question, just click on the comments below. And please share and like and subscribe our YouTube channel so you can learn more. So if you want to join our trial session, just go ahead, check out our website, register for our trial session, and I'm gonna meet you on our next session, which will be what 3 weeks from now. That's gonna be our next trial session with another group. All right, so I'm gonna end this one for now.